Good morning and welcome back to Incompetence Rising. I am your host, Alex. And today, we're going to play the Fall of Winterhome. Boop. Okay, if you remember the first scenario, Winterhome is that city that we found where the generator failed. Okay, we built our city to survive the long winter, and now we have to fight against time to save it, and our lives from impending doom. Neat! Let's crank it up and see what we got.
To whoever is out there, if anyone, know that we were here. We did our best. We, the survivors, doomed by our own mistakes, aware of the risks and the price to pay. We took our last chance. And we failed.
Dramatic. The Fall of Winterhome. Our generator is malfunctioning after our leader ignored the problem for weeks. Unbearable cold and brutal repression drove us to rise up against him. He didn't go down without a fight, and half the city was burned to the ground in the fighting. With the generator hastily patched up, your first task as a new leader is to restore Winterhome and convince people it has a future. Then you'll be able to investigate the cause of the generator's malfunctions. Neat! Let's rock and roll. Ha this place looks like crap. Half the city. Looks like more than half. Okay, restore the city. Our people are suffering in the city. Our people are suffering in this badly planned, starving, half-ruined city. You have to restore their hope and quell their discontent. For a start, remove the charred ruins to show that the city is recovering. Our engineers will inspect the generator once you deal with the present crisis. Yeah, I guess we got a lot going on, huh? Alright, well, let's put some folks in the coal thumper. Get some children in these gathering posts. And go ahead and slap some jackwagons in the steel mill. Now, here... what are you? A cookhouse? Yeah, I guess we're gonna need... You know, I'll put children in the cookhouse. Public house. Workers in the public house make everyone feel a little better. Get some engineers in there. Yeah, looks like stuff has already been worked on. Let's research a factory. Now, Hunter's Hut, let's not starve. Sawmill, definitely gonna want that. And now, pause, full pause. Let's go around here. Hunter's Hut. Hunter's Hut. Gathering Post. Coal Thumper. Cookhouse, Children's. And a medical post. Let's put some engineers in there. Gonna need our medicine. Another Hunter's Hut. And what have we got over here? Medical post? Well, we're definitely gonna need those. People are gonna start getting sick and dying in just a minute if it's gonna go anything like our last campaign. The answer to that one is poorly. Now, we're just gonna throw a bunch of child labor at this situation. And do what we can where we can. Doop, doop, doo, 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 doop. Let's see here. You're maxed out, you're maxed out. I'm gonna... keep throwing people at this. And harvest as much as we can. The generator is full. Neat. Let's go ahead and crank you up to steam level 1. And we're going to want to focus on steel for just a minute. Let's throw some engineers at the equation as well. Might as well. Bunkhouses. Okay, so you're not a wreck. Alright, that's everyone. Neat. And everyone got to work, and nobody starved and died. We can all applaud ourselves. Looks like I've got some coal incoming from... Do I have an outpost already built? Are you an outpost? You're an outpost depot. Well, that must be it. Okay, I need 40 wood. And I'm gonna need 5 hands. So let's pull a couple of hands off of you. And I'll throw it at that just as soon as these people get to work. Neat. Okay, that's working. So, let's get you into Snowcliff, Weather Station, Barren Hollows, Dreadnought. Weather Station, Dreadnought, Barren Hollow, Snowcliff, Weather Station. Weather forecast, crucial to planning. The defense of our city against the frost are prepared here. Okay, so we're using that? Dreadnought? One of the dreadnoughts was one of the dreadnoughts that brought us here. That's probably got some steam cores in it. I know I already have some, and I'm researching a factory right now. Researching factory, right? Alright, good. Because I'm gonna want some automatons very soon. A child was injured at work. Okay. When kids get work, I'm not going to beat them. I will give you a little bit of time off. You are a child. You're a little baby boy, baby girl, whatever you are. You are a child. You can have the day off when you get hurt. Transport's waiting. Let's speed some things up real quick. Oh, maxed out wood. That's a good thing. Oh, okay. You come here. You come here. Factory researched. Tech factory. Put it here. You know what? We're gonna put it somewhere that's gonna get heat. Right here. Add some research. We're gonna want more scouts. Ooh, okay, we just used our first steam core. Steam cores are necessary components. In advanced technology, we can't manufacture them. So when I run out, we die. Now, let's speed some stuff up. Cold homes. Let's heat some homes. I can heat some homes for 2 days. Okay, I'm gonna try and heat some homes. house. 17 steel, 20 wood. I can make one person's life slightly better right now. We'll start on the outskirts. Oh, what'd you find? Food rations. Neat. The only dreadnought we didn't disassemble. It's stripped of supplies and in need of an overhaul, but otherwise intact. Okay. As we climb over the edge of the snow-covered plateau, we feel like ants crawling over an alien landscape towards some gigantic beast. We stop the last stone... at least a stone's throw from the dreadnought to marvel at its scale. One of the huge machines that brought us here towers above us, cold and silent. It would take an enormous amount of labor and resources to make it usable again. Yet, it's still a reminder of everything that we left behind, and our journey north. We decided to leave it intact. But we discovered Stone Ship. Let's take those resources. Let's go to Stone Ship. What is Stone Ship? Ship of stone? Stony ship? Hate to do this, but I need engineers to work in there. We're gonna need one of those. Okay, we're gonna speed things along. You gonna give me that coal? Come on, speed up. Oh, one of our people died. Boop. Our protected mother. A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look for another way to... We could look the other way this time, but others might see it as unfair. Okay. We're gonna let her have the day off. Hope will rise slightly. We're low on hope. I could use some hope. Oh good, now I need to increase the living conditions in 36 homes. That's much more doable. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna plop one of these bad Larrys down. This, of course, being... a gathering post. I'm sorry, the folks working at the steel ruins, I'm just gonna have to leave you there for now, because I need the steel mills. People are desperate, sir. People are talking openly about overthrowing you, bereft of hope. They see no future for our city, and they blame you for that. What should we do? I got 2 days to raise the hope. That's good. That's good. I like that. Why have I not been using this yet? Okay. Okay, we're gonna try... No, I did that in the last one. Okay. The last campaign I did Faith. So in this campaign, we'll do Soviet Socialism. So let's build a neighborhood watch. Well, where am I gonna fit you? A big piece of crap. Alright, you're just gonna go right there. Please stop dying. Okay, so we got some food. A voice from the ruins. Sir, people have heard a child's voice coming from the wreckage. A child has survived the terrible night of destruction, while half of Winterhome burned. So many lives were lost in the blaze and the fighting. We can't let this child die too. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Well, that explains some stuff. Okay. I can save you. Come on. Please stop dying. Okay. I puts the workers in the place. Now you... Some ruins cleared. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. Where's the child? That one? Good. We're gonna slap some bodies on that. Get some children working there. Resources. I'm going to put a gathering post right here. I hear an upset kitten in the other room. Whoop. Dangers of frostbite. Man, one of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such conditions. Alright. Let's see what we can do. I have to wait 7 more hours. Okay, I can't do anything about it yet. But I will, I promise. A distinct spot in the Frostland, we can use it as a waypoint. Let's explore. A new landmark. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Site discovered, the last camp. I don't know what that means. A small camp, you can't see any signs of life. Well, I'll explore it anyway. Now. Stop. Freeze. Okay. Let's back it up just a smidge. Resources. Gathering post. Let's put you here. Put you here. Back you up. Pull you off of there. You're at least going to be in the warm. Now. Mild frostbite. Ruins depleted. Please stop dying. Divided in death. So we're noticing that the dead in the snow pit have been divided into 2 heaps. In one lie the victims of the fires and the brutal attempts to pacify the riots, many with gunshot wounds. On the other, the charred corpses of the perpetrators, the previous leader and his men. Some people talk about throwing them out of the city, far away from decent folk. They've already paid for their crimes. And let's face it, I'm probably gonna have to use them as fertilizer. A new automaton has been built. Okay. Now. Steel works. Let's put an automaton on that. Or better yet, automaton off, workers on, automaton work on that. Now. Let's see what we can do over here. Oh, more scouts research. Neat. Okay, let's put together another scout team, and I want you to go to... the weather station. Okay, plenty of wood. That's good. Research. Improves the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency. Let's do lighter scout sleds. I can worry about other crap later. sleds would probably be more useful. Let's put some nerds in there. I need another watchtower, don't I? I am the silliest goose. Well, I'm just... what? Oh. That's the perfect location. There we go. How long do I have for the watchtowers? Need 2 of them. I got 2 more days. Neat. Okay. Gonna assign some nerds to this. Automaton off. Automaton on. You slap some nerds in there. Hope is rising. We're doing it. Now, what can I do here? More nerds, more nerds, more nerds. More nerds. Okay, let's get to work. You're just coal. Awesome. Gathering post, I'll assign you. I'll assign you. We're gonna do great things, you and I, gathering post. Oop. Numerous tents, empty crates, sledges, and countless frozen bodies. We're afraid we know where these poor wretches came from. Let's explore! We expected these people to make their way to Winterhome and the 3rd Dreadnought. Now it seems that some calamity has befallen them. We should try to find the rest of them, and not just because this part of the expedition was carrying several steam cores. Discovered the mighty wreck. Let's take those resources. Hey, that's a lot of stuff. The mighty shape of a dreadnought looms in the distance. That's a huge gaping hole in it. Did it explode? Was it attacked? Stay tuned. The engineers responsible for preparing the weather forecast welcome us as we enter the building. Let's explore. Okay. Call up the weatherman. The weather station is manned by several engineers who use an array of instruments to monitor the air temperature, wind force and direction, and atmospheric pressure changes. On the basis of this data, they prepare the weather forecast. We could use these engineers in the city to help with the generator, but if we close the weather station, we lose the weather forecast. Well, it's going to keep getting colder, I can tell you that much, says the chief meteorologist. I'm gonna leave them here, just so I can have that weather forecast for now. I will come back for you, I assure you. Now, let's go to the Lone Boulder. Alright, folks. I am gonna cut this episode a little bit shorter today. I hear a baby who needs some assistance, so I will catch y'all on a later date. Adios.